welcome to the special edition of Nightly News with the 8th graders. Now tonight, the Revolutionary War, more specifically, the Battle of Princeton. Now tonight we are going to be showing you some generals and people that were in the war, and we're going to be interviewing them. So now, let's go to the scene of the battle. This is in Princeton, New Jersey. Hello, I'm now at the scene of the Battle of Princeton. As you can see, it was a very rough and terrible war. And it was on January 3rd, 1707 against America and Britain. So, we are going to have a British soldier come up for you. Let's introduce him, James Johnson. I am glad to see you here. I see you had a little stumble. Is there something wrong?
Just bullet hit a little bit of my leg. I'm okay.
Oh, I'm sorry for that. So, you were a British soldier. What was it like out there?
Horrible.
Horrible. Yeah, I can see. Just so, did you have any friends, family, or anybody like that in there?
My son had to sadly go into the war. They put him in the front lines, and he was the first one down.
Sorry for that. I'm really sorry for that. And we probably all feel and can sympathize with you. So, now on another note, who were the generals you were going up against to, and who were your generals?
I was against George Washington and Mr. Manhood, and Cornwallis is on my side.
Charles Cornwallis is on your side?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So, was he very helpful for you?
Yeah, he's the general. They always help.
Well, as you can see, you did a very good job. Thank you for everything you've done. And thank you. Now, let's go next to interview George Washington.
Come on down to Mad Hatter's Hat Shop. We got all kinds of hat and headwear for you. We got this shiny gold fedora, this old lady Jamaican hair, and we got this new nice beard. And we want you to hear from our happy customers.
You guys gotta get this crown. It makes you feel like you have power. Everything is just, everybody looks up to you. It's the best.
I love my new unicorn wear. I can finally be a brony, and I won't get judged.
I just love my Katy Perry hair. It's the best thing that ever happened.
Now that you heard from our happy customers, come on down to Mad Hatter's Headwear.
This is Bobby Gilson, and live from the battlefield of the Battle of Princeton, we are going to have a very exclusive interview with General George Washington. Let's introduce him up. General George Washington.
Thank you for having me out here, Bobby.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
My pleasure.
So, what side did you fight for?
Well, I fought for the Continental Army.
And so, during the war, obviously you won, but how did you feel about your troops not having any motivation behind them?
Well, it's sad to see the troops not having motivation. I mean, they're the ones who want to fight this war, so they should be motivated enough to. Otherwise, I'll just pay more money.
Oh, that's a very good strategy. So, what is your plan for hiring more troops?
Well, I've been looking at hiring some African American slaves. They look like they would be useful asset to our army.
Oh, that's pretty smart. So, tell me, George, what was it like out on the battlefield?
I can't even explain. The battle was so bloody. There was smoke everywhere. There was guns going off everywhere. Cannons flying around. There was so much bloodshed and bodies falling. Everywhere you walked, you'd step on a dead person.
Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty horrific. So, what is your plans if you get attacked again?
Well, we're gonna take the battle to them like we did last time. If they come after us, we're going back after them.
That's a pretty smart idea. So, I want to thank you for your time coming out here, George. And
Well, thank you, Bobby.
yeah,
Pleasure
well,
to have me out.
all right, we'll have a safe trip back.
Welcome to Ethan's Guns and Sweatshirts.
Where you can get the best guns and sweatshirts in town. Have you ever been wanting to try to shoot a deer, but it's just too cold?
Well, we sell sweatshirts and guns.
So now you can go to the same store.
The guns are cheap.
And the sweatshirts are cheaper, but they're not made cheap.
Call 911 to get your sweatshirt and gun with a discount.
And if you call in the next 5 seconds, you'll get 0 cents off. Call now. Hello, I'm Bobby Gilson and back to the scene of the Battle of Princeton. So as you can see, the weather outside is not very good, but we will make this short. So let's introduce a general that was from the British side. Let's introduce him up, Charles Cornwallis. Hello, Charles Cornwallis.
Hello.
I'm glad to see that you came out here even though the weather isn't that good. So, what was it like out there on the war?
Well, it was a gruesome battle, and we lost many soldiers.
And how do you feel about losing the war?
Well, all I know is that next time we will get those Americans and kill them.
So, that kind of goes without. So, what is your plan of action for next time?
We will surround them and kill them.
Oh, that's a very good strategy. So, do you think your troops did enough?
No, I do not. I think they could have had a lot more effort during the war, and that is why we lost.
Oh, so, Charles, do you have any family?
I have a wife.
You have a wife. Oh, she must be beautiful. So, how does she feel about this war?
She wishes I was at home and not risking death every day.
Yeah, and probably many wives could agree with that. So, we'd like to thank you for coming out here, Charles, and have a safe ride home. And see you next time when we interview another person. Hello, we're back to the scene of the battle. Now, today we're going to be introducing and interviewing a general that worked alongside with General George Washington. Now, today we're going to be interviewing Charles Mahood. Let's introduce him up. Hello, Charles.
Hi.
So, what was it like working alongside with General George Washington?
Well, he is a really good general. He knows how to command his troops, and overall, he just knows what he's doing.
He sounds like a pretty good general. So, how do you feel about your troops not having any really oomph behind them?
Well, I feel like they could if they really wanted to win the war, which we did, so
Yeah.
quite happy with that.
So, what is your plans for having more soldiers?
Well, like George said, I think that we're going to start recruiting some slaves and just people that maybe feel more motivated.
So, just by reading in the papers, what was the weather like?
Well, it was kind of snowing, kind of raining. It was a mix, so it was not really that great.
Oh, yeah, so probably been a slushy. So, what was it like out there on the battlefield?
Well, there were people everywhere. There were dead people. There was guns going off, and then timed. You could hear the British soldiers shooting all at once, and then you'd hear the scattered fire of the Americans.
So, did you ever get hit?
No, I survived it gladly.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good. So, I'd like to thank you for coming out here and having an interview with us. So, back to you in the studio. Welcome back to the studio. This is Bobby Gilson, and we'd like to thank you for your time. Well, this is all we have for you on this special edition with the Nightly News with the 8th graders, and we hope to see you next time. Hello. Today we are going to be interviewing a soldier. What did you do in the war?
No.
What? You fixed people? Did you ever chop off people's arms?
I did.
Whoa. That's pretty intense, Lexi. I feel pretty bad for you after going through that terrible experience. So, what were your generals like? Did they ever really cheer you on?
Yeah.
They did? Oh, that's a pretty good general. We'd like to thank you for your time, and we hope to see you next time.
bunch of random stuff.
Hello, Mike. I like chicken. Hello. Hey, look at this flower. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. We got some grass right there. Hey, look at. This is a bad old person. Cut that out right now.
Hello, I'm now at the scene of Battle of the Princeton. Of the Princeton?
Why? Why? Cut that out right now.
Hello, this is live from the Battle of Princeton, where the battle took place. Now, today we have a very inclusive. Wait, inclusive?
It's exclusive, dude.
Exclusive.
Cut that out right now.
Now we have a British general that was the general of James Johnson. Let's introduce him, Charles Cornwallis. Hello, Charles. So, did you know the character of James Johnson?
No. Why would I know him?
You're not supposed to say that!
Cut that out right now.
How am I gonna introduce this?
I just started recording,
Okay,
so.
Wait, stop it.
Cut that out right now.
Hello, we're back to the Battle of Princeton where the battle took place. Now, today we're going to be introducing and interviewing a general that worked alongside with General George Washington. Let's introduce him up. General Charles Cornwallis. Just kidding, you're Mallhood.
Cut that out right now.
Hi, we're back to the Battle of Princeton where the scene took place. Now, today we're going to be working with and interviewing with a soldier that was alongside. What? Oh, okay. Okay.
Cut that out right now.